Swami Gambarananda has not translated this verse. Many editions of the Bhagavad Gita do not contain this verse, including the commentary by Shankaracharya. If this verse is included, the total number of verses in the Bhagavad Gita is 701. The Blessed Lord said, O son of Kunti, this body is referred to as the field. Those who are versed in this call him who is conscious of it the knower of the field. And, O scion of the Bharata dynasty, understand me to be the knower of the field in all the fields. In my opinion, that is knowledge which is the knowledge of the field and the knower of the field. Hear from me in brief about all that, what that field is and how it is, what its changes are, and what causes what effect, and who he is, and what his powers are. It has been sung of in various ways by the RSIs, separately by the different branches of Vedic texts, and also by the rational and convincing sentences themselves which are indicative of and led to Brahman, the great elements, egoism, intellect, and the unmanifest itself, the 10 organs and the one, and the 5 objects of the senses, desire, repulsion, happiness, sorrow, the aggregate of body and organs, sentience, fortitude. This field, together with its modifications, has been spoken of briefly. Humility, unpretentiousness, non-injury, forbearance, sincerity, service to the teacher, cleanliness, steadiness, and control of the body and its organs, non-attachment to objects of the senses, and also the absence of egotism, seeing the evil in birth, death, aging, diseases, and miseries, non-attachment and absence of fondness with regard to sons, wives, homes, etc., and constant equanimity of the mind with regard to the attainment of both the desirable and the undesirable, and unwavering devotion to me with single-minded concentration, inclination to retreat to a clean place, lack of delight in a crowd of people, steadfastness in the knowledge of the self, contemplation on the goal of the knowledge of reality. This is spoken of as knowledge. Ignorance is that which is other than this. I shall speak of that which is to be known, by realizing which one attains immortality. The Supreme Brahman is without any beginning. That is called neither being nor non-being. That knowable, which has hands and feet everywhere, which has eyes, heads, and mouths everywhere, which has ears everywhere, exists in creatures by pervading them all, shining through the functions of all the organs, yet devoid of all the organs, unattached, and verily the supporter of all, without quality, and the perceiver of qualities, existing both outside and inside all beings, moving and non-moving. It is incomprehensible due to its subtlety. It is far away, yet near. The knowable, though undivided, appears to exist as divided in all beings. And it is the sustainer, devourer, and originator of all beings. That is the light of all lights. It is spoken of as beyond darkness. It is knowledge, the knowable, and the known. It is specially situated in the hearts of all. Thus, in brief, the field, knowledge, and the knowable have been spoken of. By understanding this, my devotee becomes qualified for my state. Know both nature and the individual soul to be verily without beginning. Know the modifications as well as the qualities to be born of nature. With regard to the source of the body and its organs, nature is said to be the cause. The soul is the cause so far as the enjoyment of happiness and sorrow is concerned. Since the soul is seated in nature, therefore it experiences the qualities born of nature. Contact with the qualities is the cause of its births in good and evil wombs. He who is the witness, the permitter, the sustainer, the experiencer, the great Lord, and who is also spoken of as the transcendental self, is the supreme person in this body. He who knows thus the person, nature, and qualities will not be born again, no matter how he may live. Some realize the self in their intellect through meditation, others through Sankhya Yoga, and still others through Karma Yoga, with the help of the internal organ. Others, again, who do not know thus, take to thinking after hearing from others. They too, who are devoted to hearing, certainly overcome death. O scion of the Bharata dynasty, whatever object, moving or non-moving, comes into existence, know that to be from the combination of the field and the knower of the field. He who sees the Supreme Lord existing truly in all beings, and the imperishable among the perishable, sees indeed, since, by truly seeing God, who is present everywhere alike, he does not injure the self by the self. He therefore attains the supreme goal. And he who sees actions being done in various ways by nature itself, and also the self as the non-agent, he sees, when one realizes that the state of diversity of living things is rooted in the one, and that their manifestation also comes from that, then one becomes identified with Brahman, being without beginning and without end. O son of Kunti, this immutable, supreme self does not act, nor is it affected, also translated as tainted, tr. Although it exists in the body, as the all-pervading space is not defiled, due to its subtlety, similarly the self, present everywhere in bodies, is not defiled, as the single sun illuminates this entire world. Similarly, O descendant of the Bharata dynasty, the knower of the field illuminates the entire field. Those who, through the eye of wisdom, know the distinction between the field and the knower of the field, and the annihilation of the matrix of beings, reach the supreme,